Ron, hi. Your backdrop make you look great.
Key, it's so exciting to speak with you. Let me tell you, you look great, period, regardless of the backdrop. How are you today?
Thank you. I'm doing really well. Ever since our movie came out, I have been overwhelmed with emotions. I'm still processing, how all of this came to be. It's incredible.
It's an amazing story that itself can be your own film, which I hope to see in the future. Now that it's finally out, how does it feel to see so many people absolutely head over heels for you and this film?
I was really nervous before it came out because again, yeah, I haven't done this for more than 20 something years. The last time the audience saw me up on the screen, I was a little kid or an awkward teenager. So I didn't really know how they would react and respond. But since it came out, hearing and reading all those wonderful, wonderful comments and to have their embrace with my return to acting is I'm overwhelmed with emotions and it has brought tears many times to my eyes. I'm grateful to everybody.
You're so beloved in general, but especially in the Asian community. I have a friend who always reminds me that he went to the same elementary school as you, Castellar. Um, did you know that you had this kind of devout, passionate group of fans?
No, actually, Castellar, I want to give a shout out because that's, yes, that's in Chinatown, Los Angeles. And that is also the elementary school where Steven Spielberg discovered me. And those were really fond memories I have. Honestly, when I was a kid, acting was never in my mind. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time when Steven Spielberg came and held an open casting call at Castellar. Yeah, I guess, it's destiny. I don't know how to put it, but it came looking for me. But the ironic thing is, when I fell in love with acting and when I really want to pursue it and wanted to do it for the rest of my life, then it wasn't there for me. It was just tough for an Asian actor working in Hollywood at that time.
I've heard you tell that story and that you made the difficult decision to have to transition behind the camera. And Michelle Yeoh has had a similar comment after Crouching Tiger about her frustration with Hollywood. Did the two of you, uniting for this film, get a chance to kind of talk about how much the industry has evolved and improved for Asian actors today?
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about it all the time. I mean, it's, we're all so grateful to see the Asian representation that we have been longing for and we're seeing now. I think, a lot more work it needs to be done. But, with all sustainable improvements, it always happens gradually. In fact, this was a really interesting conversation I had with James Hong, who started out in the business in the 1950s when it was even more tough, and the hardship that he went through, the a lot of the the challenges that he faced. I mean, I give that man a lot of credit. I mean, he really, stuck to it. And I remember we were on the set and he says, I cannot believe we waited 70 years. He waited 70 years. I waited 38 years for this movie to happen. I know over the years, we have seen, with like Fresh Off the Boat, Crazy Rich Asians, The Farewell, Shang-Chi, and now this. It's incredible. I'm not someone who likes to look in the past. I want to look forward, and I'm very optimistic. I'm very inspired, and I'm very hopeful where things are going.
Absolutely. You talk about talking with James and Michelle and obviously Stephanie. There's multiple generations here of incredible Asian actors. What was it like coming together for this project? It feels like there was a real family, intimate feel to put this together.
I don't think the movie would have been the way it is had all of us not bonded like a real family. I mean, Stephanie was really like our daughter, and because of my admiration for Michelle, and wanting to work with her for so long, I think it showed. And James Hahn, I mean, I treated him as if he was my father-in-law. So the chemistry that we all had translated from the set onto the screen. And yeah, I mean, I don't think we could have done it with anybody else, especially with Michelle as our matriarch, guiding the ship, leading all of us, the Wong family. It was just an incredible time. And we had, there was so much love on our set. And we all had only one goal, which was to make the best movie we can with this brilliantly written script by the Daniels. And they are fucking amazing directors.
Well, resounding success in that goal. Do you have a favorite moment with Michelle on set, or something that you shared that you can share with us?
You know what? Every day with her on set is a gift. Every single day. I remember meeting her for the very first time when we did our first table read. And I walked up to her and I said, Michelle, the reason why I'm acting again is because of you. And to be able to be in this movie with her was, I mean, it was just extraordinary. It was phenomenal. And I treasured every moment we had on set. In fact, I think the biggest takeaway that I got from this movie was my friendship with her. And it's something that I would cherish for the rest of my life.
That's so beautiful to hear. Ke, you're making me emotional. I think this film is one that we'll all cherish for a long time. Congratulations on your triumphant return. We're so happy to see you and can't wait for more. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I love that. Thank you.
Take care.